How about this? All kinds of stats are coming out. Where are the Texans? Where's the okay, yikes. There are teams, okay, run pressures allowed. It's a graph. Pressures allowed on the left, and on the bottom, running backs rush yards before contact per carry. Which quadrant are the Texans in?
All right, say it again. What are the quadrants?
Well, pressure allowed.
You like to be far right and up, right?
Well, this one's far right and low because you don't want pressures allowed.
Oh, pressures allowed.
Right.
And then RBC, which
running backs
which
before
is yards
contact.
before contact.
Which
so this is supposed to be an offensive line metric.
Right.
I would say yards before contact is, I don't think it's that terrible, actually. And then pressures has come down. I don't know. I think they're okay.
They're in the best quadrant with the best O-lines.
See, this gets to the point that you and I have been talking about. It isn't quite as bad as people think. Now,
it
the
was
pressure
early.
Yeah, the pressures numbers were, but it still felt like a lot of that was based on
Listen,
blitzes.
The first couple of games weren't good.
No.
The last three.
But it wasn't a unit breakdown. There were individual breakdowns. Yeah. Like Lakin Tomlinson was playing terrible.
Yeah, but
Ursery had issues, and then blitzes really hurt them for a couple weeks.
So the best offensive lines are the Jaguars, the Cowboys, the Lions, the Bills, the Texans, the Broncos allow zero pressure. Apparently zero pressure.
Wow.
And they're pretty good at run blocking as well. The Panthers, the Colts, and the Cardinals are all in that quadrant. The worst offensive lines, the worst by far is the Browns and the Packers. And then
the Packers too.
Yeah. The Raiders, the Bengals, the Chargers. But the Chargers got injuries. That's why.
Yeah, Chargers have. Yeah.
The
Chargers now have both starting tackles.
Really good pass pro, but terrible run. Steelers, the Dolphins, and
the Dolphins don't.
The Dolphins. The better run blocking.
So I would think the Colts. Where are the Colts?
The Colts are in with the Texans.
Okay, I didn't hear
in
that
a good
game,
one.
yeah.
The Jets are much better at run blocking than pass blocking. They're terrible. And the Ravens are not good either.
So I saw a stat, speaking of the Jets. Did you see this? Let me make sure this is true, because I haven't really. Now, the very first game against the Steelers, I thought Justin Fields looked pretty good against the Steelers. Oh, no. You know what? Who had that stat? Somebody had that dumb stat when Justin plays the whole game. He doesn't have any interceptions this year, Justin Fields. And
does he throw the ball a lot? He runs usually when he drops back.
Well, of his 4 games this year. Let me see all. When I see all, remember he only played in 4 games. He threw for 283, 226, and 218. Completion percentage of 69.6, 74.1, and 72.7. Like, actually, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And in the one game against Buffalo where he got hurt, 3 of 11 for 27 yards. Actually, Justin Fields has not really been the problem here.
Yeah, no. They got
but you said the offensive line has been better against the run.
They're much better running than pass blocking. Yeah.
And some of that, I wonder how much of that is Fields hanging on to the ball.
Could be.
But he doesn't have any interceptions, but they're 0-5. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's their defense, which is actually a bigger problem for them.
The Texans, by far the best defense in the league, giving up an average of 12 points per game. The Ravens, 35 per game. I mean, 12 per game for the Texans.
The Ravens have allowed over 40 twice already in 5 games.
Yeah.
And the other 2 were in the 30s.
Expected points on special teams, okay. Expected points on special teams. High is really good. Low is really bad. The Saints are the worst special team.
Texans are going to be good.
Texans are the best in the league.
Yeah, Texans are be good.
Texans are best in the special teams and defense.
They're 2 and 3. This is what they get. This is what they're saying. With just a couple plays, we'd be 5-0.
Just a couple plays. That's all we need.
That's what we always say. Just a couple plays.
And then.
So why are they 2 and 3 then?
Because the offense sucked in the first couple of games.
First 3.5
splash plays defensively. Splash plays, now sacks, pressures, tackles, interceptions, forced fumbles.
I don't feel like there's
fumble recoveries. Individuals, number 1 in the league, and by far. Will Anderson.
He's my defense player of the year.
23.6%.
Although I don't feel like, does he have enough sacks though?
Because
right now Devin Lloyd is defensive player of the year.
Well, pressure when you're
Jacksonville.
talking about pressures, tackles for loss or no gain, interceptions, passes defended, tackles on third. He's number one, 23.6%. Nick Benito's second at 19.9.
He's on pace for about 10 sacks, Will Anderson. He's got 3 right now.
Yeah, he'll probably pick it up though.
Yeah, he's got to have a chance.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if
he
doesn't hit a nice run with three sacks, 2 sacks, 3 sacks. James Houston, Micah Parsons is 4th. Bryce Huff, yeah, and look at Myles Garrett is down. Will Anderson is making big plays, although he's not called nearly as much as Danielle Hunter is.
I hear
sacks.
Hunter's name way more.
Hunter, yeah, and yet he's making plays. He's making
because Will's a legit run defender too, so that adds to it. Like Will can defend the run now.
Yeah,
Danielle Hunter's not a great run defender. Yeah, Danielle Hunter has 4 sacks. He's got 1 more.
Yeah. So this is the Texans are. It's and 2-3. Boy, did they waste? Have they been wasting this defensive effort? And I think the answer is a clear yes. Like again, they were a play away with Dari fumbling the ball. They were a play away with Nico fumbling the ball.
The killer to me was, I won't even count the Rams. The killer to me was that Tampa Bay game. Because you were going, that's Dari, right? Where he got punched out.
Dari was the Rams. Nico.
Oh, that was the punch out. Oh, it was Nico. And then defensively, they spit the bed against Tampa defensively.
Yeah, they just let him go down the field and win.
Yeah.
But that's Baker. You know what Baker does? He wins in the fourth quarter.
I don't know why they're not putting him for
the
MVP
show before ours. And I don't know. It's hard to argue with what has he got? 4 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter this year? It's hard to argue. Canty was saying the number one. I'll take him. Well, he said Jalen Hurts first, but Baker. If I've got to have a game-winning drive, Baker Mayfield's the guy I want.
I mean, it's
hard to argue.
It's getting hard to argue it.
It is hard to argue.
He's got 1 interception all year long, and this guy, I mean, his pass attempts 33, 40, 29, 38, 32. He's got 1. His interception percentage is really low. I mean, he's only got 1. I'd have to see what the stats say on that, but only 1 interception. I mean, that is interception percentage is, where is it? Well, it's 2.6 right now. No, that's for his career. It's 0.6 this year. That's as low as he's ever had. So he's really matured. Really matured as a quarterback. It's fun. It's a fun story. Speaking of quarterbacks.
Well, Nico, by the way, Nico was against Jacksonville, the fumble. The fumble was against Jacksonville. The Texans had the lead late against Tampa and just spit the bit on the. Yeah.
There wasn't a turnover, it was just defensive breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So mistakes. All you needed is 1 of those. If you get 1 of those, then you're 3-2. You're sitting in a lot different position. Right now, you're sitting in a tough position because you got. You're going to have to really get to work against Jacksonville. The next game, you must beat Jacksonville. And really, I'd say you need to sweep Tennessee, and you got to do no worse than split with the Colts. And then you're going to have to beat Seattle. You're going to probably have to beat San Francisco. Like, you've got your work cut out for you. There's an outside chance that 3 playoff teams comes from the AFC South. There's that chance. I mean, depending on what happens with New England, depending on what happens with, do you know the Ravens are still one of the favorites to win a division? That's madness to me. Madness. I just think the Steelers, all they have to do is just boat race, and they're going to beat the Ravens. And in the West, wait
a minute. The Ravens are one of the favorites to win the division.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Well, I mean, is Pittsburgh going to?
That's the thing. It's not going to be Cincinnati, although Cincinnati traded for Joe Flacco yesterday.
Yeah.
The Browns have now dealt. The Browns at one point had 4 quarterbacks. Now they're down to 2, basically. And Shedeur Sanders is now the backup to, I would assume, the backup to Dylan Gabriel. And the 2 veterans are already out. They're already out. Kenny Pickett was traded before the season, and now Joe Flacco was dealt to the Bengals. And we were talking about it yesterday. It's probably too expensive to get Kirk Cousins from a draft standpoint. So you just go with Joe Flacco. I don't think the Browns really care about trading inside the division. I think they're like, just take him. That's fine.
He ain't playing no more here.
It's not going to be a big
7:13 ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. We got a lot of Nick Casario sound that we're going to break down in this show, and we got a
NFL divisions. Here it is. Baltimore Ravens are plus 110. Steelers minus 110. And then for your Houston Texans.
Well, the other teams are not any good.
Actually, the Texans don't have they don't have the Texans listed on here. They don't have the AFC South. That's the only one. Why would they not have the AFC South on here? Is there an injury?
It's too hard to call. Too tough to call right now.
Too tough to call?
Yeah.
Because that's the only
They don't want to put a
division-
number on with the Texans lurking. They don't want to
The
put a number.
49ers are even money right now to win the West, followed by the Rams at plus 170.
Well, yeah. The Rams are only a game.
Tampa's a big favorite. The Lions are a small favorite over the Packers. Eagles are 190. Washington's plus 190. And then the Bills are pretty big favorite, minus 500 over the New England Patriots, man.